sawing, cutting, pounding, hammering, banging and chopping and cutting and hammering, pounding and tearing that shit right down at a banging and chopping and sawing. That's right, that's what that sound is. People just a banging and chopping and tearing that shit right down, sawing, cutting, drilling, pounding that hammer. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do a show here. It's kind of like blah lately. It's been kind of blah. Seems like everything is sort of blah. It's blah. You gotta laugh about it, otherwise you're just gonna cry about it. I prefer laughing. When my mind is mud, I will laugh again. Try to find a sense of humor to be your friend again. Put your heads in the sand. You don't look like you have any other plan, man. You have lost your charm. And it really shouldn't have to be this hard. It really shouldn't have to be this hard. It really shouldn't have to be this hard. No, it really shouldn't have to be this hard. Trouble comes in pairs. The third time is a charm. Fourth time you don't see a pattern forming. Well, you just don't know what you've begun. You don't know what you've begun. You don't know what you've begun. You don't know what you've become. You don't know what you've become. Yeah. Don't know. Don't know. Your house is getting hot. It's where you're trying to get caught. You better fulfill every desire. It's almost time for you to retire. You didn't think you were gonna make it this far. You really didn't think you'd make it this far. It really shouldn't have to be this hard. It really shouldn't have to be this hard. Didn't really think that you would make it this far. But when my mind is I will laugh again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When my mind is mine, I'm gonna be laughing, 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 laughing again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When my mind is mine. It's funny. I laugh at everybody with my muddy mind. I feel fine. I'd much rather have a muddy mind than have my mind just washed so clean. Look at that thing. Spotless. Just thoughtless. Oh, thanks. I don't need my brain washed today or any day. I'm feeling fine, just have When my mind is muddy, this one's from the Old Testament. Just a song of Gomorrah. Wonder what they did there. Well, it must have been a bad thing to get shot down for. I wonder how they blew it up, or did they burn it down? I don't know how that one goes. Just a song of Gomorrah. I wonder what they did there. Yeah, it must have been a bad thing to get shot down for. Pardon me. Yeah, I wonder how they blew it up, or if they burned it down. Forget how that song goes. It's a pretty cool song. I didn't write it. Who gave you your orders? Somebody from the sky. I heard a voice inside my head of a desert wind so dry. I heard a voice telling me to flee. The very same voice I'd always believed. Said a lot of troubles come. You don't have to come to you. I'm telling you so you can tell the rest what you've been through. You're a good, upstanding man, a credit to the flock. If you don't face straight ahead, you might not take the shock. Don't you look around you, don't look after you. It's not your business how it's done. You're lucky to get through. They blew the city off the map, left nothing there but fire. The wife of Lot got turned to salt because she looked behind her. Because she looked behind her. Because she looked behind her. That's kind of how it goes. goes. I didn't really do that song justice, but you could tell it's a good song. It's a crazy story. I forgot a couple verses. Yeah. Don't know what is it. Get out, Mr. Law. Don't you look around. I forget now. Oh well. I have to get back to you on that one. Let's play some Dr. Bass Ackwards originals. How about that? Hey, I know what AI is. AI is. Do you know what AI is, Saddlebum? Nice to see you. I know what AI is. Hey, do you know what AI is? AI is. Hey, I know what AI is. AI is just one eye. Hey, I know what AI is. AI is just an eye up in the sky. It's not to spy on you and I and everyone in society. Say goodbye to your privacy. It's the most realistic shit you're going to get, but it's still fake shit. Don't mistake it for being real. It's not alive. Totalitarian. Look at that shit. Ooh. Hey, I know what AI is. AI is just an eye up in the sky. It's supposed to spy on you and I and everyone in society. Say goodbye to your privacy. You can teach it how to walk, how to talk, how to pick a lock, how to wash your socks, how to read your mind. Teach it how to jump rope, how to cook dope, how to tell a joke, but it don't understand the punchline. Teach it how to repeat it, but can it keep a secret? I don't think so, it won't know why. Shit. Well, hey, I know what AI is. AI is just an eye up in the sky. It's going to spy on you and I and everyone in society. Say goodbye to your privacy. It's an algorithmic gimmick, been given no limit. Goes all the way out, around, and back in it. It's an official, artificial, digital idolatry. That's really all it could be. To call it intelligent is intellectual dishonesty. Hey, I know what AI is. AI is just an eye up in the sky. It's gonna spy on you and I and everyone in society. Say goodbye to your privacy. Once the cat's out of the bag, it's impossible to put it back. Fact check this, fact check that. Teach it how to play Tetris and chess and checkers and tic-tac-toe. Teach it how to repeat it, but can it keep a secret? I don't think so. It's a totalitarian tiptoe. Look at that shit go. It's the most realistic shit you're going to get, but it's still fake shit. Don't mistake it for being real. It's not alive. Teach it how to walk, to talk, how to pick a lock. Teach it how to play Tetris and chess and checkers and tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe. All right. I'm getting tired of that one. All right, that's enough of that. Just a song of Gomorrah. I wonder what they did there. It must have been a bad thing to get shot down for. Don't you look around you. Don't look after you. It's not your business how it's done. You're lucky to get through. It's a bridge that I don't know how to do. I heard a voice telling me to flee. The very same voice I'd always believed. Always believed. The very same voice I'd always believed. always believed. The very same voice I'd always believed. Always believed. I don't know how it goes. I heard a voice telling me to flee. The very same voice I'd always believed. That might be it. Oh well, I give up. I'm not the type of guy to blow against the wind, although I have been known to do so on many occasions. The wind's blowing against me. I'm Dr. Straightforwards in a bass-ackwards world. Yes, sir. I've been running against the grain ever since the day I came into this place. That's the song that I sing. I've been running against the grain ever since the day I came along. I claim the grain is running the wrong way. When you run against the grain, it causes friction, and you know that friction starts to burn. And when it burns, you know what's gonna happen next. That's when this place is going up in flames. At the end of the game, the end of the game, the end of the game. I'm running against the grain ever since the day I came along. That's the song that I sing. I've been running against the grain ever since the day I came along. I claim the grain is running the wrong way. Yeah, but when you run against the grain, it causes friction, and you know that friction starts to burn. When it burns, you know what's gonna happen. That's when this place here is going up in flames. At the end of the game, the end of the game, the end of the game. You can roll these roads the rest of your life and never see the end. Roll these roads all of your days and never make it back again. But every road leads you back to Rome. Rome is your home. If every road leads you back to Rome, maybe this whole place is Rome. You can roam these roads, you can run against the grain. Running against the grain is the only way I've ever known. I've been running against the grain ever since the day I came. I'll be running against the grain when I go. Yeah, but when you run against the grain, it causes friction, and that friction starts to burn. And when it burns, you know what's gonna happen next. That's when this place is going up in flames. At the end of the game, the end of the game. the grain ever since the day I came along. I'll be running against the grain the day I go. It's the only game I know. I've been running against the grain ever since the day I came along. That's my song. That's why they call me Dr. Bass Ackwards. 'Cause we've been living in a bass backwards world. Everything's been hurled into obscurity, and we can barely see the way it used to be. Living in a bass backwards world, everything has been turned upside down. They want to shake the devil out. Living in a bass backwards land, no one seems to understand or be able to make any sense of it. Everything's been inverted, perverted, subverted, while we've all been herded like cattle to the slaughterhouse. Ooh, alright, oh no. Everything's been turned upside down. They want to shake the devil out. Living in a bass backwards world. Living in a bass backwards world. Everything has been hurled into obscurity. We can barely see the way it used to be. Living in it. Something to drink. Do you mind hanging out and listening to this guy chop wood for a second? I'll be back in like less than a minute, I promise. Noisy day in this neighborhood, noisy day in this neighborhood, noisy day in this neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I like me some carbonated water. Even though carbon is really bad, you gotta look out for that carbon. This whole thing about like carbon dioxide being the bad thing that we gotta reduce, it sounds kind of similar to something else. Yeah, like reducing the symptoms of an asymptomatic disease. Kind of like this fool's errand. Okay, if we reduce all the carbon dioxide, we'll all be dead. The thing is, we breathe out carbon dioxide. So what you're saying is basically that humans breathing is bad. We're going to have to give you this shot here. It's going to reduce the symptoms of an asymptomatic disease. Well, what does that mean? It's going to kill you. Why don't you just say that? Asymptomatic means that your waking state is diseased. So when you reduce your waking state, you reduce life. What do you get? Less life. We're going to reduce your symptoms of your asymptomatic disease. I should write a song like that. And you should cover your face just in case. Stay 6 feet away from me just in case. Yeah. Just in case. It's time for you to go and get another jab just in case. Just in case. Don't you worry about those adverse events. Those are super rare and they won't happen to you. So you better just go do what we say to be safe. Just in case. Don't you worry about your Bell's palsy. That's just part of you getting safe. And besides, you are covering your face anyway, and you are not around anyone, so nobody will know. It's okay, it's nothing to be ashamed of. At least you're safe. Don't you worry about that newscaster who fell over backwards on his ass and died. That was just a case of SADS. And you know that SADS is out there and it's coming to get you, so you better do what we say. Just in case. Just in case, just in case. You gotta do all these things to be safe. You can never be too safe. You can never be too afraid. Why don't you want to be safe just in case? You better swallow your defiance and follow the science. Just in case. It's all about just in case. Just in case. You better get another jab just in case. Don't want to catch that asymptomatic disease. Or you're asymptomatic. You could kill somebody. Notice how that whole line didn't age very well. Nobody wants to remember that shit. Nah, everything looks bad when you remember it. Song. Hey, hey. If I can play it. Hey, here we go. We better act fast, jackass, last chance, hammer in the brass tacks. No time for lagging, bragging, dragging ass or acting like a maniac. Do you wonder why exactly I'm explaining that? Just consider the fucking fact. Once you grab your bug out back, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around. Cause this whole thing is gonna come down, that's right. See who's laughing when the place starts collapsing in a free-for-all. Anything can happen when the ship goes down. So does the captain. Wherever you are is where you'll be stuck. Yeah, when this place goes belly up, you better have yourself a damn good plan when the shit hits a fan. When you go and get stuck, you better be clever enough. You gotta know what the fuck to do. You're gonna run amok, but let the muck run you. lagging, nagging, bragging, dragging ass, or acting like a maniac. You wonder why exactly I'm explaining that? Just consider the fucking fact. Once you grab your fuck up back, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around, because this whole thing is gonna come down. Sometimes I want to try to play it really fast. Hey, let's see who's snapping when the place starts clapping and a reefer off. Anything can happen when the ship goes down. So does the captain. Wherever you are, hey, way up, you suck. Yeah, when this place goes belly up, you gotta have yourself a damn good plan when the ship gets a man. You're going to be stuck really clever enough. You gotta know what the fuck to do. Wanna run them up, let the fuck run you. Gotta act fast, it's never in the brass tacks. Like a naked, bragging, dragging ass, like a maniac. You wonder why exactly I'm explaining that. Just consider the fucking fact. Once you get the fucking right, there isn't gonna be a way to turn back around, because this whole thing is gonna come down. That's hard. That's exhausting. Okay. This is the end. Beautiful thread. The end. This is the end of everything that stands, of all elaborate plans. No safety, no surprise. I'll never look into your eyes again. Can you picture what will be? So limitless and free, desperately in need of some stranger's hand, and desperately waiting for that summer rain. West is the best. The West is the best. Come on, get your COVID test. Come on here, we'll do the rest. The NPC woke before dawn. He put his face mask on. He put a couple more on, then he walked on down the hall and got in his car to drive to work alone, with 5 face masks strapped to his head. And he had to stop at the doctor's office on the way to get his jab. And he said, I'm here for my jab. Said, come on down here. So he walked on down the hall. He came to a door. Said, Dr. Doolittle on it. Dr. Doolittle did very little for anyone. Dr. Doolittle did what he was supposed to have been done. Dr. Doolittle cared very little for anyone. Dr. Doolittle, Dr. Doolittle said, sit down here now, give your jab. Get out his Dr. Doolittle kit, pulled the jab out of it, and then he stuck it in his arm and said, there, your jab. You asked for it, man, you got it. Then the NPC fell into a pile on the floor. Dr. Doolittle said, oh, dude's dead. And Dr. Doolittle was so baffled, didn't know what happened to the dude that had died. He called and said, get this guy out of here, he's got more jabs to give. I don't know what happened to him, but if you say it was COVID, we'll get a shitload of money. Dr. Doolittle made a lot of money for what he had done. Dr. Doolittle cared very little about anyone. Dr. Doolittle got it done. Yeah. Beautiful friend, yeah. This is the end. This is the end. Weird scenes inside the hospital. The bluebirds are calling out. The bluebirds are calling out. The bluebirds are calling out. Yeah. That was by The Doors. The Doors. And you came to a Doors song. This song's by Bob Dildo. Once upon a big space and time, when you could curve in a straight line, put a dumb idea in your mind and think it's true. People call, say beware. No. Once upon a big space and time, when you can't curve in a straight line, put a dumb idea in your mind and think it's true. People call, said not true at all. The earth is flat, it's not a ball. You thought they all were kidding you. You used to laugh at us and all the things that we're talking about. Now you don't laugh so loud. Now you don't seem so proud about your model that just isn't real. How does it feel? How does it feel finding out your own safe here under the dome? And it's a stationary stone. Well, you went to the same schools we all did, that's cool. But you know they never really taught you anything true in it. No one ever taught you how to go out and prove anything for yourself, so you just got used to it. Now you seem to be compromised. Look up into the vacuum of the sky and think to yourself, how do I know if that's even real? Oh, how does it feel? How does it feel? Finding out your home is safe here under the dome. And it's a stationary stone. Well, you never turned around to see the frowns on the Neil deGrasse clowns when they played their tricks on you. Well, you never understood it really ain't no good. You shouldn't let people like that tell you what the fuck is true. Now we're all figuring out the biggest lie that's ever come out of anyone's mouth. out of words, running out of ideas there. Who's here? Jeremy Bird, what's good? Tony's Coffee House, yeah, nice to see you guys. Nice to see y'all. Did you know that I've formulated a way to discover if a person's thinking like a flat earther? Do you guys know that I figured that out? It took me a long time. Been working on it for years. I'm serious. It's not a joke. I mean, the globe is the joke, but it's not my joke. I've made a joke of it, though. If you want to hear, I'll fill you in. This is how you can figure out if someone thinks like a flat earther. Basically, if they're a flat earther or not. Whether they don't realize it most of the time, but I figured out a way to like prove to them that they think like a flat earther. You want to hear what it is? Are you guys excited? Come on, man. You gotta be excited. If not, I'm not gonna share. I already know you guys think like a flat earther, which is good. That's how you should think. But I figured out a way. So if anyone ever gives you shit for being a flat earther, I figured out a way to prove to them that they think like a flat earther too. I think it's pretty significant. I think it's kind of groundbreaking. Nobody wants to hear it though. What did you find in the corners of your mind? Was it divine? Or did it leave you in a bind? What did you see? Can you bring it back for me? What did you find in the corners of your mind? With no concept of time, drifting in a dream within a dream within a bigger dream. It seems. What do you see when you're looking in your mind? What do you find? It'll leave you in a bind, lost in the corners of your mind. We can be lost for days. Time seems timeless, meaningless. We be asleep for only just a few moments and live an entire lifetime there in the corners of your mind. What did you find in the corners of your mind? What did you see? Something you can't define. Who knows? Perhaps when we go, we just awaken in another life we'd forgotten while we've been living these lives right now. Perhaps it's all a dream somehow, and when we awake, we'll remember who we really are. Oh, yes. Well, if nobody wants to hear my thing, I'm not gonna say it. No, maybe I will say it. I figured out how to make people realize that they think like flat earthers. And I think it's significant because people make fun of flat earthers and it's not cool. It's stupid, especially when now that I've figured out how to prove to them they think just like we do. I think that's significant because I'm tired of getting made fun of, you know? Stupid flat earther. Oh, yeah, I'll prove to you that you think just like me. I'll prove it. I can do it. I can prove it. I can prove it. I can prove that your average person thinks just like we do about Earth. I mean, we already know that. Obviously, because we have to treat the Earth as though it's a flat and stationary plane, even though it's not. But that's not the point I'm making. I'll make that point right now. If we were to draw a circle on the ground and say, okay, that's your property now, you own that circle. Cool, I guess. I got a little circle of property, right on. Well, here's the thing. Take one step out of your circle, circle around again, around the outside of your other circle. Now you own that property. Wait, what? And then you can keep taking steps. Yep, step out again, draw another circle around. Now you own that property. Step out of your circle, draw another circle around that one. You own that property. Excuse me. Wow. The circles keep getting bigger? Yeah. And you keep owning more? Yeah. Wow, cool. Okay, so we'll just keep going, right? Yeah. Draw a bigger circle? Yeah. Step out, draw a bigger circle. Pretty soon the circles start to get pretty big, right? They sure do. So, do you think if you kept doing this, like if time permitted and all conditions were good, all that stuff aside, do you think if you kept making these circles, that eventually you would own the whole world? Yes or no? I explained that pretty clearly, didn't I? Draw a circle on the ground. That's your property now. Step out of that circle, draw another circle around it. That's your property now. Step out, draw a circle around. That's your property now. The more, you can just keep going like this, right? Draw a bigger circle. I don't even like saying bigger circle, but obviously it's going to be bigger because you're drawing it around the outside of your other one. So that's kind of like, duh. So if you kept doing this, would you eventually own the whole world? Step out of your circle and draw another circle. Step out of your circle, draw another circle. It's good to start at the North Pole in this thought exercise because people can visualize this. That's me helping them out a little bit. Helping the Globers out a little bit. I mean, if you start at the North Pole and draw a circle, I'd rather just start anywhere because you should be able to start anywhere on a sphere. And, okay. So the point is, you wouldn't eventually own the whole world if you live on a globe. Because once you get to the meridian, that's the biggest circle you're going to make halfway across the Earth. Then your circles start to get smaller. But in reality, that's bullshit. So I think most people would say, yes, of course you'll eventually own the whole world because you're just expanding. Why, right? Like, why wouldn't you? You would eventually own all the space available if you just kept expanding. Am I right? I'm right. However, if you live on a globe, because you only own what's in the circle, that's what I'm trying to say. If you start, that's what you have to understand. So you start at the North Pole. That's your circle you start with. And then once you step out of it, you draw another circle around that. Now you can own that too. But you only own what's in the circle. You got to remember that. Now you just keep making circles, right? You just step out of your circle, draw another one, Those circles are going to get pretty big. Do you think that eventually you'll own the whole world? Most people are going to say yes. And I think that's the correct answer too. Because I'm a flat earther. But just because I believe that that's what would happen also. It's not because I'm part of some cool crowd or something. It's just that that's what would happen. I mean, it is a cool crowd, but it's only because they know the truth and they're not scared to share it, even though everybody else thinks it's stupid. That's what makes them cool, in my opinion. Because we're fearless, you got to fucking own it, dude. And because this is the thing, most people think the way we do. Most people are going to say, yeah, of course you'd eventually own the whole world. You're just expanding outward. Why wouldn't you? Yeah, exactly. That's right. Welcome to Flat Earth. And I think most people would answer, yes, of course you'd eventually own the whole world. because that makes sense to me. It makes sense to about just about anybody, right? How would you? That's just so dumb to think that the circle is going to start getting smaller. Oh, it's so stupid. It's so dumb. It just means that nobody's ever really thought through this. I mean, is that really what I'm dealing with right now? I'm realizing how stupid it is. I mean, and it's like people that aren't, that didn't, people that have accepted the globe, they just never thought through it to that extent. Is that what the problem is? That's crazy. 2,500 years and no one ever thought this through? That's dumb. That's dumb. I mean, people might think I'm dumb, but that's pretty fucking dumb. Because the circles have to start to get smaller on a globe. There's only so big of a circle you're going to be able to make. And this is what's so funny about that is that on the globe, east and west are circles too. On a flat Earth, east and west are also circles. But it's like on the globe, because the latitude lines, they're not all the same length. They start small and they get bigger and then they get smaller again. The longitude lines are all the same length. And in my opinion, they're all straight. They'd have to be, because on a compass, the needle is a straight line. The needle that's pointing north is also pointing south, because it's a straight line. North and south are straight lines. It's not a bent needle. So that's implicating that north and south are straight lines. And the compass is a circle. You make a circle with the compass because you're correcting to the north. That's the same as it would be on a globe too. So people have to realize that east and west are most certainly circles. So you start making circles moving out from the North Pole, and you own what's in the circle. You only own what's inside the circle. So wow, we're getting so much property. Wow. More and more east-west circles getting bigger, bigger. Wagoo. Make it to the equator. Yeah, we own half the world. This is awesome. Keep going. Wait, our property's getting smaller. We're inside the circle now. What the fuck? The most you'll ever own in that thought experiment is half the world. If you live on a globe, which we don't. What irritates me is that people are just like, well, there's no way to prove that. I'm like, well, no, I'm trying to prove it with logic. How does that make sense? That, like, say you would get to the equator, make your biggest circle that you're going to make. You step outside of that circle, go around again like you've been doing the whole time. How is that circle not going to be encircling that same area? You can't put a bigger area inside a smaller circle. It's not going to happen. So if you can make it to the equator by making bigger and bigger circles, if you step south of the equator and circle around all the circles you've been circling all that time, how is it not going to be bigger? You can't fit all that area in a smaller circle. And so the answer is because that circle is going around a different area. So all of a sudden you're like, okay, we've been circling this same area this whole time. Our property's within this circle the whole time. We're just going, yeah, we only own what's in the circle. Yeah, we own this whole circle. And then all of a sudden now your circle's around some other place. What the fuck? And it's smaller? That doesn't make any sense, dude. That's not what we would see. Like you take one step over the equator and now it's like reality switched and now you're circling a different area. That's dumb, dude. That's not what we would see happen. Well, yeah, they try to tell us that. I'm reading your comment here. I want someone to explain how two airliners flying opposite directions along the equator half the speed of the rotation on a ball works. Well, it doesn't. But what they're going to say is that we fly the planes like it's a flat and stationary Earth, like because we don't experience the ground moving underneath us when we're flying. That's not what happens. I mean, you see how they have their models set up in just a way to where it's like. It's just so convenient that it just happens to look like a flat and stationary Earth while it's not. Ain't that a bitch? I mean, it's just so funny that we've been so thoroughly indoctrinated that this is difficult for people to. I mean, you can't see how they've designed this model in just a way. Like, there was a lot of stuff that they had going for them there, with certain things, with the sky observations, and they made the math work in some ways, but they forgot about the whole thing about upside down people. That's a little bit crazy. Right? I mean, yeah, all the math works. Yeah, but with that whole thing about upside down people, Hello? That's pretty fucking insane. Man. That's the part that people shouldn't forget about. You can't just accept that, you know? It's so stupid. You get the globe lag, man. You go faster than the speed of gravity. You get there before gravity had time to catch up. You're upside down for a spell. It sucks. Get the globe lag. Thought jet lag was bad. That globe lag, man, that really sucks. Be all upside down. You don't fall into the sky, though, at least, because you still have a little bit of gravity. There's always a little bit of gravity, even when you're upside down. Am I right? Globe lag. It's the best globe proof there is. Hashtag globe lag. Hashtag globe lag. Get that globe lag. Get that globe lag. You'll be lagging upside down for a spell. It's no fun. I don't recommend getting that globe lag. Thought jet lag was bad. Globe lag. That's way worse. You don't want none of that globe lag. Get that globe lag. You'll be upside down for a spell. You'll be wondering why you took that high-speed plane faster than the speed of gravity. At least there's always a little bit to hold you down, even when you're upside down. You get that globe lag, globe lag. Everybody come and get your globe lag. Get it while it's upside down. Hi, baby.
I was just thinking myself when I was looking at time. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah.
And I got the Christmas song. I'm stupid.
I know, because spring is the most wonderful time of the year.
It is not. Christmas is not the most wonderful time of the
year. No, it's a satanic ritual. What's so wonderful about that? Santa Claus? It's the most wonderful time of the year. I was having issues with people saying that the year should start in the middle of the winter. You know, I was just like, why does a new year in the middle of the winter? It just seems so dumb. Obviously, it's the beginning of spring. But then I started thinking about it. And I'm like, well, it's probably the beginning of spring somewhere in the world. So that's kind of arbitrary. If we're all going to be on the same calendar, that's kind of fucked up, right? It doesn't really make any sense, does it? Or am I tripping? I mean, did I not think this through thoroughly? Oh, look at this. Oh, thanks, buddy. It was a beautiful, clear day. Hopefully that's just a contrail. I don't trust any trails these days. You know, that looks like a contrail. See how it's dissipating and it's not spreading across the whole sky and dripping down on our heads? See that? Notice how it's different? I notice it. It's not that hard to tell. Get that globe lag. All right, well, I gotta go, you guys. Should I play some more music? Do you want me to play some more music? Get that globe lag. Everybody get your globe lag. Let me think if I can think of a song. Sings a song, sounds like he's singing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Just like that globe lag does. What should I play? I've seen saw before. I've seen so many saws. Seen skill saws, jigsaws, chop saws, table saws, sawing all day long. I've seen saws. He's seen us and we saw him and he sawed us. We saw some shit up. There's never a shortage of shit to saw up around here, apparently. I seen saw before. I seen Saw Part 4, don't recommend do that. Seen Saw before, it's the same scenes in every scene. Saw you've seen before. I've seen Saw before, I don't want to see Saw anymore. I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm anymore. I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm anymore. Try my best to be just like I am. Everybody wants me to be just like them. They say sing while you slave, and I just get bored. I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm anymore. I ain't gonna work for Maggie's father anymore. I ain't gonna work for Maggie's pa anymore. Well, he pushes cigar out in your face just for kicks. His bedroom window is made out of bricks. The National Guard hangs around his door. I ain't gonna work for Maggie's pa anymore. And it's sawing and chopping, it gets pretty annoying. What are you guys doing? Can't believe you want to watch a show where there's saws sawing in the background. You guys are very talkative. Well, that's cool. I can talk. I can flap my lips. You guys ever listen to the band Ween? My favorite band. Ween. Oh shit. Ween is my favorite band. I've seen Ween many times. I've seen Ween. I'm going to play a Ween song. Yeah, buddy. Take me. No, that's not it. Okay. I forget how it goes. Take me away. Take me away. Take me away to some other land. Well, I gotta get away from that girl before I go crazy. She took my love away to another man. Gotta get away from that girl before I go crazy. Take me away. Take me away. Yeah, take me away to some other land. Well, I gotta get away from that girl before I go crazy. She took my love away, took it to another man. Gotta get away from that girl before I go crazy. Take me away. Take me away. Take me away. Yeah, take me away to some other land. Yeah, I gotta get away from that girl. Gotta get away from that girl. Gotta get away from that girl before I go crazy. She took my love away, took it to another man. Gotta get away from that girl before I go crazy. Crazy. Oh, crazy. Get a little bit lonely sometimes, and I get a little bit confused. This song isn't by Ween. Get a little bit lonely sometimes, and I get a little bit confused. Don't know what direction to go, and I don't know which way to choose. Every road that we go down just circles back around again. Yeah. Don't know what direction sometimes, and I get a little bit under the weather. Don't know what direction to go, mama, and I don't know which way is better. Every road that we go down just brings us back around again. Yeah, oh, don't know what direction to go, and I know I'm gonna be there, and I'm doing all right. Yeah, doing all right. Yes, I'm doing all right. Doing it right. Doing it, that, and doing it, and that, and do it, that, do that, do it, and doing it right. Doing it, that, and doing it, doing it right. Well, I get a little bit lonely sometimes, and I get a little bit confused. Well, I don't know what direction to go, mama, and I don't know which way to choose. I'm gonna be there, I'm doing it right. Doing it, doing it, doing it right. Yes, I'm doing it, doing it right, right. Do it and do that, doing it right. Doing it right. Right. Doing it right. Doing it right. Right. I'm doing it right. When AT&T rolled out their 5G, they put it everywhere and anyone can see. When AT&T rolled out their 5G, they put it everywhere and anyone can see. At the park, at the playground, radiating all around. At the local farm and drug, you'll see it up above. At the club, at the bar, wherever you are. If you look hard enough, you know you're gonna find the stuff swimming in the sea. Swimming in the sea. La 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 la. Swimming in the sea of directed energy. Thanks to AT&T and 5G. If you go to the store, you might see 3 or 4. The police department out the window, your apartment. The fire station, you can almost taste the radiation. Every city, every town out in the guts, looking back your flagpole, put it in the cross at church. Sometimes they really just want to try to hide it, so they get creative and try to disguise it. They got those 5G evergreens, and got the 5G panels that look like a palm tree. Oh yeah, AT&T. Oh yeah, AT&T. Are singing a sea. La la, swimming in the sea. La la, swimming in a sea of directed energy. Thanks to AT&T and 5G. Gee, thanks. Swimming in the sea. Swimming in a sea of directed energy. Where'd my drink go? Oh, confound it. I lost my drink. Oh, there it is. Swimming in a sea of directed energy. And 5G. Thanks, Dean. Nice to see you. Dean HD. Cindy. There's someone Cindy in here. Hi, Cindy. From the Netherlands. Wow, how cool. I'm going international. I posted a song earlier. My song Time Catches Up With You. That song took a long time to write. I think it finally sounds how it's supposed to sound. It used to sound a lot different. I'm trying to find things to smoke. Smoke them if you got them. After years, years, years and years and years of what appears to be research, dirty work, digging in the earth, reworking things for what it's worth. It seems we found out there's nothing to find out. See, the fact is we don't know the fact. can say for sure that it is true is that time catches up with you. Yeah, time catches up with you. Time catches up, here it comes. Time catches up with you, it catches up with you. Time catches up with everyone. And if I could go back in time to have a word with myself, I'd tell myself to settle down. Don't lose your cool. You gotta have a better poker face. You're gonna be breaking so many rules all the time. But you know your place and your part, so go play with all your heart. Don't start looking like a has-been that never was. You know it is what it is, unless it isn't, then it ain't. You're gonna faint from being so stressed. So if you're gonna take some time off your feet, you should try not to miss a beat, because forward's gonna bring you. Time's catching up with you, it's catching up with you. Time's catching up, here it comes. Time's catching up with you, it's catching up with you. Time catches up with everyone. And it doesn't really matter now which way you go. It'll follow you down every road. And it doesn't really matter now which way you turn. Time's always gonna be right there. It doesn't really matter which way you stand. You're gonna be right there. Time's catching up with you, it's catching up with you. Time's catching up, don't you know? Time's catching up with you, it's catching up with you. Time catches up, look, there it goes. You can see now how much I really care. So I'm here now and I'm no longer over there. I swear I've seen that style before, man, but it's like a style that's not in style anymore. And these days everything's been rerun, redone, rehashed, revamped, thrown back at your face again and again to see if you can fly, but you can't. As if they didn't make enough cash on the flip, now they gotta keep going back to it, like it's some kind of one-hit wonder, but it never really did. This gets overplayed. I hope you had a nice weekend. And I don't mean a dumpster dive off the deep end. It just gets on my nerves when I keep hearing the same shit over and over again. I'd rather kiss some people think and try to do something new. Think, scream, try to believe in something true. things catching up with you. And after years, years and years and years of what appears to be research, dirty work, digging in the earth, reworking things for what it's worth, it seems. We found out there's nothing to find out. Yep. It's a big nothing burger. The big secret is there is no big secret. So shh, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody what? Exactly. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's pleasant to hear compliments. This actually tastes pretty good. I grew enough weed last season where me and my girlfriend were able to smoke all year for free. If you're a pot smoker, man, you gotta grow. So worth it. We still have some. It's gonna last us till the next harvest. So cool. We're so cool. The life of a stand-in is random. Living the life of a stand-in is random. You're just standing there. You don't stand out that much. Just a part of the scenery. That's all you really seem to be. Just a prop in the backdrop there. Not supposed to be given much thought. At the end of the day, you're paid, but you're just expected to go away. 'Cause you're just another dumb schmuck stuck in a tough luck situation that you really had no hand in. You're just another stand-in. You are random. Living the life of a stand-in. The life of a stand-in is random. And it gets hard to stand in. A set that's been contrived by someone else's mind, where your role has been well defined. Don't try to color outside these lines. You'll only ruin the shot and miss your spot in the spotlight sideline there. but it's important you know. It's very important you know. Life goes on after this little show. You think you belong to is over. Everyone has to go back to what they were doing before you all put on a little show. And in the real world, the heroes are rarely ever known. No one cares, they're all alone. Stuck in front of that boob tube they do. Sitting out from the real world that carries on outside. Revering these people insane, so courageous and brave up on their set and their stage. Like this man who would throw it all away just to save the day. As he clutches the hand of his true love, while she's dangling above a bottomless pit, and his other arm is stretched out to its full length, as he clings to the lowest rung of a rope ladder that's been hung from a helicopter there that hovers above in the sky, right as the pilot winks his eye, a fucking lightning bolt strikes. Somehow they escape, 'cause it's all a movie. It's fake, totally fake. It's not real. It's of no consequence to you. What these people really do, they're just acting. You are standing, living the life. You're living the life of a standing. You're living in the life of a standing. You're living in the life of a standing. You're living the life of a It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you should probably go. Let's try it in my buggy, but it's 2:30.
Okay. Let's go.
Oh, sorry, but just gotta get that.
Gotta go. How do you make this thing stop? I know I'm going.